that's the infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic, I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker. On the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas, they front they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Ayy, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
Ayy, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me, I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Ayy, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Let's go.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full send. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full send.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Knock boys with the full full send. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full send. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full send.
That's the bad that you made, that's the bad that you made, yeah. Yeah, bad that you made, that's the bad that you made. Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bad that you made, that's a bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did. Yeah, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions. Don't give a fuck about intentions. You can watch what I do. You can watch what I do. Just stay the fuck out my mentions. Stay the fuck out my mentions. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah.
All hell King Darius.
Yeah, ayy. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on Axe. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rockin', we drippin' all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you're gonna learn something. Roll with me, you're gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Staying face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, a demon, a session, we killing the pack.
Check, check, 1, 2, ayy, check, check. I don't know if I can rap this shit. Yeah, ayy, yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone that they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stopped checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a high king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Not much just popping, oh, and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone that they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stopped checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo, last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone that they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stopped checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice.
All hell King Darius.
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. Owe me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
He's heating up.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Full Normative.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 59 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, thievescast, and slaycast in Zach Realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes? Bustas, hustlers, and yo hoes. It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you bees. All right, fam, welcome to the show. Welcome. Come one, come all. Hit the like button. Make sure you are checking out all the links down below. Hit the thumbs up button and drop in the comments. What are you smashing today? Check out the brand new Beetlejuiced merch, now available over there at papaswolio.com. Wow. We got buy one, get one, 50% off now. Go and check it out. And of course, if you want to get access to all of our programs, yoga, meditation, private community, and so much more, exclusive episodes, including overtime segments like today, fam, we got an overtime segment coming up right at the end of today's episode. That's right. For members only. You can sign up right now and get there in time because we have a brand new Drive While Gaining. And let me tell you, you do not want to miss this. This is an instant classic. You don't want to miss this week's Drive While Gaining. Happens today, right at the end of the public stream. Now that you've hit the thumbs up button, now that you've dropped a comment, you've shared it, you subscribed, all that good stuff, let's get into today's episode. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, first post of the day is from Matt.
What's in the box?
Matt's got a picture with his boy, and he says, my wife took this photo last night. It's probably my new favorite picture of me and my boy. I always let my kids come out when I work out just so they can see, with hopes they will eventually join in one day. One day, they too shall make sick fucking gains. I love it. Melinda says, I finally ventured off to a different gym to see if I could change my mood about being at the gym, and it's true. The smaller gym was clean, quiet, and not crowded. The bigger gym is always full of teens, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. The smaller gym is a little bit of a drive to get to, but still en route to pick up my son from practice and worth the gas to have peace of mind while working out. Plus, the bigger gym is in the ghetto, where you can run into a lot of careless individuals, and the smaller gym is in a town where people are respectable. Even though I grew up in the ghetto, I never saw myself at that level. Anyway, daytime setting is different to me, and it matters to have comfort while working on myself. I agree. You need to feel safe, and if it's in a bad area, it's just not comfortable. You don't feel safe walking into the gym, walking to your car. It's just not a good atmosphere. I've been to all sorts of gyms like that. You want to be around good people, and the ghetto is pretty much the definition of not being around good people. And it has nothing to do with color. It has to do with the mentality, the culture, and what people are willing to do. And oftentimes, they're just not good people. They're just not good people, oftentimes. It doesn't mean that everyone in a bad area is bad, but that's where a lot of crime. So you really want to go to the gym. You can't relax and focus on self-improvement if you are going to an area where you don't feel safe. So make sure you find a good gym. And I've always said this, if you kind of feel stuck with your training, make sure that you try a different gym. Sometimes all you need to do is change your environment a little bit, and it gives you a whole different feel and perspective. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com to get on the email list. Let's get into a couple email responses. Again, it's free. Link is down in the description below. We got one from Alan and one from Tanya. Alan responding to "Don't feel like training today." Alan responded and said, "Glad I saw this today. A little late, but I'm glad I saw it because this is exactly how I felt. I was on the phone making an appointment to go see the doctor just for a checkup. Nothing serious, but as I finished making it, I just sat there and I was convinced that I was not going to get the workout in, but I remembered what brought me to Papa Swole in the beginning, and I got my 20-pound dumbbells and went to town on biceps. I also thought of what David Goggins says, you have to win the war in your mind, because I was already accepting defeat and was ready to throw in the towel and not get it done, but I did. So good for you. Good for you. Do me a favor and give me some punctuation next time. Give me a comma or a period there. Whew. That was a long one. Appreciate it. Tanya says, today I'm doing Swolga Strength. That's listed on week 6 of the 90-day dash. The program design continues to impress me with how it anticipates which body parts should be exercised on specific days. There's a pattern to it. I appreciate it. Hope everyone in the Swole fam is having a great week. And indeed there is. Indeed, there is a pattern. There is a reason for it. This is why when you do the program, yes, you can adjust some things. There are things that you can tweak, but the program is designed a certain way. People are like, can I do 2 workouts in one day? And if I miss 2 days, should I do 3 workouts at once? No, that's not how it works. You don't want to change the foundational structure of the program. It's there for a reason. So good for you. Good for you. All right, let's get into some questions. If you have live questions, drop in the comments, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And if you want to call into the show, we got a couple calls today. Go to AskPapaSwolio.com. You can call into the show at any time. So we'll take our first caller. This one's from Guillaume. You are on the Sleevescast.
Instead of saying like go to the fucking gym, it's a really nice catch-up phrase. I like this one. And that's the way I started listening to you. It was just an interesting saying, and anyway, it just catch the eye. But what's the how do you keep the consistency with going to the gym and or just going to run wherever you're going? Like in a way that you don't like punish yourself, or in a way that you're a little gentle with yourself, or like do you feel that there's a certain way or a certain path to not be I don't know, like just being very tough on yourself each time? Does it become a habit, and how do you do to enjoy it as much?
Good question. Good question. I don't believe in the whole, I know this was just a little bit of a language barrier thing, so I appreciate the question, but I don't believe in the whole being gentle with yourself nonsense. All right. So we're not raising victims here. So we're not trying to be soft with ourselves. We're trying to challenge ourselves to be better. Now, what you mean is how you be consistent without beating yourself up and essentially punishing yourself. But this is what we were discussing recently on the weekend episodes. I think it's on like Saturday's episode. You're training and it's kind of like self-flagellation. People punish themselves and feel like if I don't leave the gym bleeding and exhausted, then I didn't do what I should do. So really you want to focus on the 7 pillars. You want to have purpose. Your purpose is not to have abs. Your purpose isn't to build muscle. Your purpose is to invest in your health. And that's going to change over time. So if you focus on your 7 pillars, you are not going to overdo it, because you can't be focusing on all of your 7 pillars and overtrain if you do it properly. Because what happens when people are obsessed with training and they just beat themselves up, they're just training, exhausting themselves. They're not focusing on pillar 4. You can't beat the shit up out of yourself and punish yourself if you're not focused, if you're focusing on pillar number 4. If you're focusing on all 7 pillars, you're not going to go down that road, because you have to focus on recovery. So if you're focusing on recovery, you are going to be on a good program. This is why you want to be on a good program. Being consistent doesn't mean that you're training literally every day and bleeding out your eyes. It means that you're creating the proper stimulus and doing the things that you need to do to get the results that you want, and you're being consistent with that protocol. So again, you need to have mindfulness, you need to have mobility, you need to have recovery. And pillar number 7 is consistency with all that. So you're not going to overtrain if you're focusing on pillar number 4. So I do understand what your point is. You don't want to just punish yourself. You want to be consistent. How do you stay consistent? If you have purpose as to your goal, this is the means to achieve that. And every day is your opportunity and your requirement to invest. And it might look different from day to day because of your program. But it's important to make sure that you execute. And if you have a good program and you're recovering properly, you're not going to be beating yourself up. You're not going to be rough. You're not going to be gentle. You're going to be doing what you need to do to get it done. So appreciate the question, but I get the point. I get it. I get it. Cupcakes don't kill. Papa Swolio, is it bad if I literally just placed the muscles on the foam roller and it hurt all over? From primer week, the SMR is kicking my ass the most. Is it bad if I placed the muscles on the foam roller and it hurt all over? I don't even know what that means. You mean the whole muscle hurt? It's normal. You're digging into the muscle tissue. Your foam roller could be too intense, but it's something that you will get more used to when you expose yourself to it. It's like massage. It's really hard to relax. You don't get the benefits of a massage the first time you do it, or with foam rolling. You'll find that it takes about a week of practicing regularly for you to actually relax the muscle onto the foam roller. It depends on the density of the foam roller too, but you're not able to actually create that inhibition the same way right away. It's just a little bit of practice. You just need to expose yourself to it several times, and then you'll find yourself able to more relax onto the foam roller. I spent a few minutes on each part of the SMR due to the sheer tension. It was delightful, but oh my God, I didn't realize how badly I suck. You don't suck. It just could be too hard. You can get really soft. I would get a low density foam roller, a medium, and then get one of those black high density foam rollers. So there are ones that are softer, and it's important if you're really sore and you're trying to foam roll, you don't want to use the higher density foam roller because you're just going to bruise and it's just going to feel uncomfortable. You're not really going to get relaxation. The whole point is not for like the pain and like, oh my God, I'm guarding. Oh my God, it hurts so much. You want to relax. So if the density of the foam roller is too severe, you're not going to be able to relax onto it. So I have a few different foam rollers. So changing the density is important. For example, getting a 4-inch PVC pipe is high density. That's just going to hurt a lot. You might get to that point where you can use that for certain body parts, but not off the bat, and not every body part. Your mom's house, 1992. Papa, this is the mindset shift I need. I'm struggling to remind myself that lifting every day and not recovering isn't going to help me lose the fat any faster. That's the one shift I can't seem to make. Yeah, this is the human tendency to think that more is better. More sets is better, more reps is better, more soreness is better. That's not going to help you build more muscle. It's just going to fatigue you. And it's going to take you longer to recover. It's going to actually inhibit your ability to build muscle. You're going to overtrain and you're actually not going to be able to build muscle overall. So, the only thing that's really going to help with being sore and fatigue is actually training more properly, not training to absolute failure, not doing junk volume, and time. Okay. You could do hot tub and you could do cold plunge. Like that doesn't that doesn't help your muscles repair faster. It just really doesn't. And if anything, it might inhibit the growth response. That's why you really want to avoid cold therapy anywhere close to your workouts. You want to do it infrequently and as far away from your training as possible. But it's really just time. And you'll notice if you foam roll or stretch, you're still sore as hell. Or if you don't feel as sore and you're weak when you come back and your strength isn't improving, it's because you're fatiguing yourself too much and you're not recovering enough. So you have to change your programming, change your volume, et cetera, et cetera. So the goal is not to do more. The goal is to do what's required and no more. And that's the hard part. When you feel good and you train hard and you're like, oh, I could do another set or I could do a little bit more. Holding back and increasing the frequency and doing it again in a couple days, that's more important than doing extra because you're just incurring more fatigue and then it's going to take you longer to recover and you can't train as often. All right, let's take another call. This one is from Rafael. You are on the Daily Sleaze.
Papa Swolio, estoy cansado. No quiero ir al gimnasio.
Oh.
What is the advice that you can give me for this?
Oh, quieres ir al gimnasio? Ve al puto gimnasio. Pendejo.
Next game.
Go to the gym, you beesh. Go to the gym. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right. AskPapaSolio.com. Call into the show. You can record up to a minute, and we'll feature you in an upcoming episode. Let's get into some Instagram questions and live questions. You can follow up. You can follow through. If you ask a question, you can ask another one and follow up. Let's see. The Fluffy Lifter, best chest exercise. There is no best chest exercise, but I would recommend some sort of pressing movement. Of course, you need proper form, but a good machine chest press that converges, has a converging pattern and stresses. Like, I would say the best chest machine is probably one like a Strive or a Prime chest machine, something where you can load the stretched portion of the movement. A lot of chest machines get harder as you push and starts loading the triceps more. So you might have to cut off the end part of the motion, et cetera, if it has a good strength curve. But you really want the lower or the longer in the mid-range to be loaded more of the chest. So you want a good chest press that has a good converging pattern and a good strength curve. So dumbbells are okay, barbells okay, but they're just not the best chest exercise. They're just not, because you don't get that converging. And when you have dumbbells, you don't get the same converging, because moving the dumbbells together isn't the same type of tension as having a pattern with like cables or something like that, where you're able to have that horizontal adduction with resistance. Brian Savoy, do you find yourself hungry as fuck on days you lift very heavy? I find myself pretty consistently hungry, but it's totally normal to feel more hungry after you lift heavy or have a hard workout. That's standard. Jordan Russell, 1234, Papa Solio, why do some people not want to be swole? Being swole is good. Yes, I think it's phthalates. I think it's atrazine and glyphosate. I think it's vaccines. I think these people are just full of soy and low test, and they just cry babies. Stop whining. They just sorry, sad beaches. I don't really understand, to be honest. I don't understand why someone wouldn't want to build muscle. I really don't. I don't understand how. I look at people that are fat or soft and just don't lift, people that don't lift, and I'm thinking, how do they go through their life just being soggy? How can you wake up and walk around and live life and not lift? I don't understand how you can just have arms and legs that don't have muscle. It blows my mind. I don't understand. I understand, but I don't understand. It's like it's fucking gross. It's gross. Cupcakes don't kill. Papa Sully and me again. What else would you recommend for increasing balance? That was my difficulty with total body awareness. I want to do more, but need to improve balance. Keep practicing that and practice yoga. Don't try to increase the difficulty of the stabilization. Just make sure you master it. People go on these like RX pads and they go on these balance balls and stuff in their ankles, and they're staying up there and they're shaking like crazy. You're not teaching yourself balance. You're actually teaching yourself to be unstable. So make sure stability means like you've got a position locked in. So just keep on practicing those things. Practice yoga and total body awareness and stuff is pretty much all you need for stabilization. Your mom's house. Papa, are there any movements or training to help repair the pelvic floor? I don't have anything diagnosed, but I'm part of the group of women who have had a baby and pee a little bit when we sneeze. I would check out the postnatal yoga, and doing anything with like vacuums and drawing in maneuver. Yoga is fantastic. Kegels, all that kind of stuff, essential. Ladies, do your Kegels. No joke. Underscores to piss off Papa. I know you've mentioned the benefits of beef tallow, but was curious on your thoughts on lard. I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on it. Isn't just beef tallow like clarified lard, essentially, or strained lard? I don't make my own. I just eat beef tallow. I don't eat lard per se. I have some beef suet in the freezer, but I don't know if it's still good because I was going to try to make my own tallow, but I just buy tallow. Dewey says my wife did all that stuff before, during, and after pregnancy to help her pelvic floor, keep her pelvic floor healthy. Yep, you just got to do that before. Don't wait until after, but do all that stuff before. Do your Kegels, do your... And there are exercise and there are things that you can use to... Lard is rendered pork fat. That's right. Suet is tallow, is beef. And lard is pork. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Cerny, what's the 411 on the app? Hopefully releasing it soon. No more updates. Not yet. Hopefully before the end of next month. Hopefully before the end of this month, but it'll be when it'll be. I'm not rushing it, so hopefully soon. Should be soon. Sain Divyam, 2000 and Schwam. I do workout in the morning and then go to office from 10 to 6. Sitting on a chair. Does it affect my health? Sure. Everything affects your health. Everything that you do affects your health. Your results are going to be from the cumulative response. So, I mean, sitting down for 8 hours, you should be moving around and trying to do some micromobility and getting up frequently. Yeah, it definitely negatively affects your health. You don't want to sit for 8 hours, but the fact that you work out in the morning, what I would do is at the end of your workday, if you train in the morning, lift weights in the morning, and then do like some micromobility during breaks and stuff, 5 minutes, go to the bathroom, do like a deep squat, get some mobility in. And then in the evening, when you go home, do like yoga, do yoga at home. That way you'll open up your hips and stuff like that. Your definition of soon and ours is not the same. Well, when you run a business, soon and you have to have longer time frames for development. So that's something that you learn. You can't be impatient. Some things are like, well, next quarter and next year. And you got to think for more long-term perspectives. But yes, when I say soon, I'm not saying it's not going to be next year. It's going to be, if it's not September, it'll be, I just want to give realistic expectations. Like, oh, it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow. But it would be great if it was the end of the month. If not, it'll be in October, I'm sure. Christian, 5519, Papa Swole, how many days a week do you recommend to eat steak? And what else should I eat? I mean, I would do an elimination diet. I eat steak pretty much every day. Steak, eggs, or raw dairy every day. Whether it's raw cream, raw cheese, we eat eggs, steak, chicken. But I don't recommend anyone eat anything. But you could eat that shit you could eat it every day. The thing is, you want to eat quality food. So eating low quality steak is not the same as grass-fed and finished beef. It's just not the same. I'm not saying, like, if that's all you can afford, I get it. There are different ways you can get grass-fed and finished ground beef. There are ways you can prioritize it. But at the same time, not everyone has the same access or the same budget for food, but the best that you can do, you always want to do the best that you can. If you can get grass-fed and grain finished, that's better than just the lowest quality. If you can get 100% grass-fed, then go for that. You just want to get the best that you can. But I eat every day. I eat every day. Sometimes twice a day. And what else should you eat? Meat and fruit. Meat, fruit, organs. You really don't need anything else. But it's also sunlight, quality sleep, making sure you're getting your vitamins and minerals with like beef liver and magnesium, vitamin D, getting sun. So it's not just the training and the nutrition. It's also your lifestyle habits, like your mobility, your meditation, your peace of mind, your purpose in life, getting sun. There's a lot of benefits. And people say, well, you can't just go outside and not be depressed anymore. I'm like, it's not that simple. It's not like, oh, I feel like shit. I'm chronically depressed because I'm on 10 medications. I don't eat good. And I never get quality sleep. And this guy on the internet told me to go outside and barefoot. And I go outside barefoot and I still feel miserable. What's the problem? It's like, no, you fucking retard. It's not magic. Like all of a sudden, all your habits just disappear because you stepped on grass in the sun. It doesn't just go. It's not like, people, and then they'll talk shit because I comment something like that. Eat quality food, get sleep, touch grass, lift weights. Yeah, get sun. Sure, that's going to make changes. Yeah, if you do all those things, it will. You can't trash your body and do one thing and wow, everything's better now. I'm in the sun. I'm not depressed anymore. It's like it's all your habits. It's all your habits. And you're going to feel better. But you also, look at this. Here's the thing. A lot of times people don't want to feel better. Believe it or not, people don't want to feel better. Hashtag Fef, by the way, for a chance to win today's Swole card. A lot of times people don't want to feel better. How many times do people ask for advice, or do you tell them about proper nutrition and exercise and like, oh yeah, and they don't do it? A lot of times people don't want to feel better. They don't want to do better. Because if they do better, then they don't have anything to complain about. People want to complain. They want someone to commiserate with them, right? They want a partner in crime. They want someone at their level. That's why they get resentful when they see someone succeeding, because they realize I could do this too, but I don't want to. So they pull away and they start giving you shit and they stop spending time with you because all you are is a reflection of their better self that they're not man or woman enough to step into. So a lot of times people just don't want to feel better. It's really simple. Seriously, it's so simple. It's really simple. Eat better food, get sun, lift weights. Well, I don't have time. You make time. You prioritize. If you don't prioritize your health, then of course, if whatever you prioritize, you're going to get done. People prioritize going drinking into concerts and watching fucking football, watching other people make money and exercise. You know, they just revolve their shit around garbage, spend their money on dumb shit, and then wonder why and then complain that healthy food is expensive. Most people are just full of shit. They spend plenty of money on Netflix and Disney Plus and all these subscriptions. They have the latest iPhone. Oh, but grass-fed beef is so expensive. Shut up. Shut up. If it was one or the other, I would have a fucking flip phone. I would have a jitterbug like Cerny, you know, or I would use a sundial like Cerny. I'd have a fucking abacus to do my taxes. You know? I don't have the latest iPhone. I think this is like the 13. Like, I'm going to have this until it fucking falls apart. I still have my 6S. I was doing driving while gainings with my Samsung Galaxy 6, like Samsung Galaxy 6 or whatever the hell it was. I don't even know where it is now. But I was using that for years just for the video. But you don't have to upgrade. Like, people spend money on stupid shit. I'm telling you, people spend money on dumb shit. They'll spend $900 a month on a new car. It's like, our cars are paid off for. We buy used cars and we pay it off. And we spend money on more important things. Like gym equipment and beef. Everyone's different, but when you invest things in your health, you're going to have more time. I'm going to have more energy. I can create more. I feel better. A lot of times people do their business stuff and they make all this money and they don't, I'll leave my health till later. I'll do that later. It's too late, man. You can't get life back. You can work. You can always make money. You can start whatever business whenever you want. But people think that they're going to work their ass off and then take care of their health at 45 and they realize they fucked up. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. Materialism is related to status only if you care about what other people think. That's for the weak people. People that need material possessions to feel valuable, those are people you don't want to spend time with. Those are not worthwhile people to be around. They're the most miserable people because you can't fill that void. You know, you make more money, you buy more things. This is why you have, I don't know, this is why you have a lot of miserable people that have all the fame and all the money, blah, blah, blah. Like when things aren't, when you can buy anything and everything, it just doesn't fill that void. It becomes old. Wow, I just got a Ferrari paid cash. It's like that just becomes your Ferrari. It just becomes your car after a while. It's like, okay, it's cool at first. You get that rush and then it's just the car that you have. It's not exciting after a while. It's not the same kind of thing. You can have 20 fucking cars. You can only drive one at a time. It's like, okay, now what? Let's see. Cupcakes don't kill. I don't go to Starbucks, but I buy raw milk. I'm so surprised by the raised eyebrows when I tell them the price for milk, but they spend way more on crap coffee. Yeah, some of these, like, raw milk place, you spend 20 or 30 bucks on a half gallon or a gallon of milk. You don't drink as much, of course. But they're like, oh my God, you spent that much? But they have, you know, they spend $300 on shoes or $500 on shoes or something like that. You know, oh my God, you spend 20 bucks or 30 bucks on butter? It's like, yeah. This is what I don't understand. You're putting this in your body. People spend money on things like, look at what I have. Look at this brand label on it. I mean, if it's Papa Swole apparel, I mean, you want the brand label because that just means that you care about your health. Papaswolio.com, buy one, get one, 50% off. Shameless plug. But what's crazy is people buy things to have. It's like, what do you have aside from, you don't have anything if you don't have your health. You can't enjoy all your toys if you don't have your health. I kind of want to spend the most attention on the things I'm consuming in my mouth. You want to spend the most attention and the most effort on the things you're putting inside your body, don't you? That's fucking crazy not to. Carol Alexis, how much water should I drink a day? You want to be properly hydrated, electrolytes, that varies from person to person. You could start with half your body weight in ounces, but what matters more is your electrolyte balance. So make sure you're getting electrolytes in. Ama DRD, ready for winter? Question mark. What?
Matt
I live in Florida, dude. Winter is like 60 degrees. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for winter. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't know what's the temperature where you guys are. I guess it's starting to get cooler where you guys are, right? A lot of you, it's cooler this time of year. I don't know. It's like 90 degrees today in Florida. So whatever. We don't do, people in Florida are like, winter, what's that? What is this winter you speak of? What is this winter you speak of? It's like hot. It's like 90 degrees. I was sweating my ass off. Okay. Let's get into some balls deep. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Slapping the bouse. All right, let's get into this video. I thought this was great. I call it Cucks for Kamala. But look, I mean, this is a real burgeoning movement. I mean, for those of you that don't know, it's absolutely taking off. Absolutely taking off. This amazing movement. I don't know how we're going to stop it in November, but it's White Dudes for Harris. White Dudes for Harris. Man, this is off the charts. You got to watch this. I apologize for your ear holes. This will, if you have a triple-digit IQ, you will have to sacrifice a few brain cells to consume this. But this is an ad from this account called White Dudes for Harris, which sounds like something that a woman would make up. I don't know any white dudes that call themselves dudes. But it says, proud to unveil the very first ad from White Dudes for Harris. We're coming together to support Kamala Harris, focusing directly on talking to white dudes about our role in this election. This is just the beginning. We're showing up, speaking out, and standing for what matters. So no stakes were harmed in the filming of this. The catering was all vegan soy, apparently. Anyway, watch this, and I can't tell if it's satire or not. I can't tell if it's it might be satire. It seems like satire, so tell me or not if this seems like a joke.
Hey, white dudes. So, I think we're all pretty sick of hearing how much we suck. Every time you go online, it's the same story. We're the problem. And yeah, some white dudes are. Trump and all his MAGA buddies are out there making it worse, shouting nonsense in their stupid red hats and acting like they speak for us when they don't. All they've ever done is screw us over. But if you're not on the MAGA train, where do you go? Isn't it just swapping out one crappy option for another? Then it hit me. This isn't about picking teams. It's about who's got a plan that's gonna make life better for me and my family. So I've been doing my own research and decided to check out Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And before you jump down my throat, they're actually talking to guys like us. No lectures, no BS.
I thought this is AI.
Just real solutions that protect our freedoms and help us take care of the people who matter. And honestly, I think Harris and Walz are the ones to make that happen. End of the day, you're your own man. It's your call. But if anyone gives you crap about it, tell them it's none of their damn business.
What? paid for by Beige Rainbow Pack. First off, when you have it can't be. I know. I think it's real. I can't tell if it's real. I wish it wasn't real. I think that's the thing. When you have an account called White Dudes for Harris, that's racist. I don't consider myself a white dude. Okay? I'm tired of the Democrats just obsessing over race. I'm tired of this neo-racism. Democrats, the party of racists, just vote for Trump. Let's bring back some sanity into the fucking White House. We all know he's not the devil that they make him out to be. They're just afraid they're going to lose their jobs, and hopefully they will. It's super cringe. I want to play this because all you hear over on social media or like on the news that Springfield, Ohio, all of this is fake news, and Trump's an orange man. He's very bad, and he's orange, and he's a mean tweet person, and he's Hitler incarnate, and he's going to end the country and start World War III, and he's going to set off a nuclear bomb in Central Park and all this stuff, right? So, of course, when the mainstream legacy corporate media says that nothing bad's happening in Ohio, that's all lies, it's fake news, that should be the sign that, oh, there's something going on. Let me look into this more, because they always just compulsively lie. Anything they say, it's pretty much the opposite. So you can actually get a lot of quote unquote news from legacy media because it's the opposite of what they say. If they say nothing's happening, that's ridiculous. Well, yeah, something's definitely going on then. So this is a little clip. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole entire response because it's longer, but this is from Springfield, Ohio. Mother tells Vivek Ramaswamy that an immigrant with a machete chased her daughter and the police didn't respond to her call. So this is why, there's no police reports. There's none of this. There's none of that. Well, if the police aren't filing the reports and if they're not responding to the calls and they're not taking these calls, yeah, it's not going to show up. So you might not find this in legal records and such. But anyway, let's play this so you can hear it from her mouth, not mine. And let me tell you something. This isn't like people making up UFO accounts and stuff like that. Hardworking people don't just make up shit like this. This is not something you make up. Who would make up this story? They're not posting this all over social media themselves, trying to get attention, trying to get clicks. They're at these, like who, if you're going to a meeting to speak with Vivek Ramaswamy or you're going to one of these town hall, you care. You're going there because you want to hear someone speak. You're going with your community. People aren't going here for attention. They're going here to get their voices heard by someone who they hope will be able to do something about it because no one else is. So check this out. This is just not something that you lie about. Why would you lie about this? It's not a flex. Hey, I was attacked by a Haitian migrant. Oh my God, you're so famous now. Like, this doesn't help anyone. They're trying to get help and no one's helping them. And why? That's some sick shit. Check it out.
Hi. So I have a young daughter. I have two daughters, actually. Sure. And one of my daughter is younger. So I want to talk about the crime a little bit.
Sure.
Personal crime. So she's been followed around Walmart. She's been stalked. She ran to her car, threw her stuff down, ran to her car. She was chased. Okay? They were immigrants. She was chased by a man with a machete on her way to work. Called the police. She told them what had happened and wanted to file a report. 2 hours later, the police still had not called her back and never checked on the crime. So that's how you know there's no crime in Springfield, because no one's reporting it.
That was your
And they're all clapping.
So and do you, I mean, I guess, does she have any sense for whether those were illegal immigrants into the country? I mean, she probably wasn't conversing with them while they're chasing her with a machete, but okay, readily identified. See, here's the thing, and it's uncomfortable to say this, but it's true. If your first act of entering the country breaks the law, then you're more likely to break the law when you're already here, right? And this is, I don't like just talking about the easy issues. Let's talk about the hard issues. I mean, they hit President Trump a lot for the so-called, the one they really tried to nail him for was the family separation policy, right?
Right.
Anybody in this room know how many mothers in the United States of America are in prison right now? It's about 350,000, actually. And yes, I have a book coming out next week, and I've got a Fox Nation special coming out next week. It's called Truths. Lays out a lot of these hard truths. That's one of the truths. It's a hard truth. It's about 350,000 mothers who are in prison. You know who we don't make them take with them? We don't make them take their kids.
Their children.
Right?
Yeah, they're all left
And we
alone.
say that, that's a difficult situation, but you deal with it in a different way. And so I think we have to restore the culture of the rule of law in this country, in this town alone.
I'll stop it there. But yeah, like, she's not making it up. Who makes up, hey, my daughter was chased by a guy with a machete? Not something you make up. Okay, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. We'll do a video or two. We got to go into overtime. We got to hustle into overtime. But let me play this. It gives me no greater pleasure than to cause your ears pain, and you might bleed from your ear hole. So check this out. This is from End Wokeness. Hamilton's cast just made a song for the 2024 election. I apologize in advance. So I retweeted this and I said, repeal the 19th. And I think you'll know why after watching this. It hurts. So if your ears are sensitive to annoying things, you might want to turn your volume down. You've been warned. You've been warned.
Women cast 10 million more. You say the loss is destructive, I say it's reproductive. So let my message be instructive. We've won each time, our rights were gambled, and we're picking reps who will persist. And if you call me a suffragist, then check the internet, cause here I'm a suffragist. Work! Look it up, check your status at whenweallvote.org. Look it up, check your status at whenweallvote.org. Next TM or text 3 friends to check for sure they are registered.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Was that not like the worst thing you've ever heard? We all have ear cancer. My God. Just think, someone wrote that. They choreographed it. They're like, let's get together and sing. Look at that, look at that. Yo, no, talk about opinions that don't matter. Holy shit. You want any of these people voting? A lot of you ladies are like, yeah, women shouldn't vote. I'm just telling you, look. If women women are not going to lose the right to vote, but I think like you should have like a certain testosterone level to be able to vote. Like it should be men with like a certain threshold of testosterone. Should it be like if you have below 3 or 350, you can't vote? All right, have the shirt. Don't skip. If you skip leg day, you can't vote. Don't vote if you skip leg day. Yeah. Look, a lot of you ladies here in the Swole fam that are watching the podcast, you're based. You get it. You're not retarded. But man, on a mass scale, this is the problem. I think like the vast majority of people that are voting Democrat, right? 60, 70% or whatever, are like single liberal women. It's just like, burning this country to the ground. When you vote based on emotion and like a single issue, reproductive rights. It's like, well, killing your baby is not reproductive rights. They're human rights for a reason. Safe, legal, and rare, I think, is something we can agree on, but that shouldn't be the main focus of what you're trying to accomplish. That's not helping the economy. That's not helping our culture. That's not helping our society. It's not good for our future to like eradicate the generations. It's just silly. It's just silly. So what we have to do is make sure ladies have good men, because if you have strong men, the women that are with strong men, they're going to vote properly. And when I say properly, I mean vote with intelligence and more objective, because they're going to follow their partner's lead, which is important. You need strong men with an amazing, strong woman, but they're a partner. And this is why families lean more conservative, moderate or conservative, because you actually care about the future. When you have a family and you have children and you look into the future, if you want to leave a better world for your children, what do? You make long-term decisions. You have a lower time preference, right? The beauty of something like Bitcoin, when you have infinite scarcity and you have a low time preference, you are looking into the future. You're looking decades, centuries into the future. And if you have children, that's life. That's your extension of life. That's life beyond death. That's life through your lineage. So if you don't have children, then you're constantly with anxiety. You have the climate. Things are, there's going to be an asteroid, and the climate, the oceans are boiling, and oh my God, that person's mean, and scary tweets, and I want this now, and don't touch me, and la 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 la, and they just scream on these picket lines. This is what happens when you just are packed like sardines into these cities. You're fed garbage food. You're on SSRIs and antidepressants and all these drugs. You're not exercising. You're not fertile anymore because feminism destroyed you. And you thought that becoming a girl boss was going to be good for your career. Now, no dude wants you because you're in your late 30s and you're all dried up, and these women just go fucking insane. I'm not saying every single person has to have kids, but this is why the vast majority, it's like a bell curve, right? It's a bell curve. You have the vast majority in the middle. Then you have outliers. Some women really don't want to have kids. Okay. Some women want to have 30 kids. Okay. And then you have all the people in the middle. But overwhelmingly, this is just not what's right for our culture. And this is not what we've evolved to be like. This is why the liberal women are the ones that are dragging this country down. The weak men and the liberal women. That's why it's just overwhelmingly, you look at any of the stats, it's overwhelmingly that group. So that's the problem. That's the problem. And I'm not saying that women are not going to vote. I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately, but you can see why that was not a good idea. It broke apart the family, increased the tax base, broke apart the family, created less value for women. Like, it really ruined women's chances with men. It did. You turned women into sluts, OnlyFans whores, promiscuity. It's not good. The sexual revolution. It destroyed women. Under the guise of empowerment for women. Under the guise of women, the power, girl boss, strength. It ruined women. And now you have these same women that are encouraging men to compete with women. Like, it's just literally the destruction of women. So someone like myself, you might hear this, oh my God, he hates women. Quite the opposite. Look at what has happened. Women are getting destroyed. You can't even have your own sports and your own locker rooms now, because over-accepting lunatics and feminists have just eradicated what they are. That's what communism does. That's what feminism is. It's just that niche of Marxist and communism. It destroys everything. That kind of deconstructionist nonsense. Women are not the same as men. Women shouldn't be doing the same things as men. It has nothing to do with equal pay. You should get paid based on the risk and your ability. If you're taking great risk and you have a great ability and it's a very unique, challenging job that few people want to do, you should get paid appropriately for it. Absolutely. You want to dive down 200 feet with a scuba gear and do underwater welding, you better be paid $100 an hour. You better be paid up the fucking ass, because that's a unique skill and it's dangerous and you've earned it. You ever see those things where like someone's going to climb? You ever see those beacons, those light beacons, and they have to climb up like 1,000 feet to change a light bulb? And it's like, hey, you can have this job. This guy gets paid $100,000 a year to change a light bulb once a year. It's like, yeah, he can do it. I'm not going to do that. No woman's doing that. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's an easy job. Yeah. Okay. That dude gets paid a lot to change one light bulb because no one wants to fucking go up there. One guy's like, all right, I'll do it. Cool. You get paid well for it. And women have more of that herd mentality, women are more accepting. And the problem is when women don't have family, what do? They cult together. Any of these cults, it's mostly women. So you have all these, I won't say weak-willed, but you have all these women that just people need community. But women naturally have more of that interpersonal kind of relationships. So they band together and lock together. And that's why you have all these girls with cliques and they go trans and they're all trans with their friends and mean girls, right? You look at this. Women want to be accepted. They desperately need to be accepted in their community. And they find these communities online with these hashtags and body positivity. Again, this is why I'm always talking about, we cover these videos all the time. We're about to get into a couple quickly. It's all men. I mean, it's all women or gay men. It's a few gay men, but it's really all women. And why is all women? Papa Swole, you're always picking on women. I am not picking on women. I'm picking on these stupid videos. Show me the straight, heterosexual, high-test male that's talking about this stupid bullshit. Doesn't exist. Show me. Send me the video of a dude that's muscular, that's high testosterone, a successful man, heterosexual man that's talking about this shit. It doesn't exist for a reason. Body positivity, fat acceptance, fat liberation. It's all fat women who are not attractive to anyone. So they find these little clusters of other weak people and they complain together. And for some reason, our society is biasing and giving attention. This is why bullying, but bullying is bad. I disagree. I don't think people should be bullied and shamed into killing themselves, but bullying someone doesn't make them kill themselves. That's not it. A lot of people got bullied or got into fights with people in school and didn't kill themselves. Why? There's other weakness. There's other insecurities there that's not being perpetuated. They're not taught martial arts or lifting weights or confidence. There's other things. Shame is not bad. Shame is what keeps cultures and society together. You don't do certain things because you'd be outcast. You'd be ashamed to do it. And other people would be like, no, it's shame. People wouldn't accept you and would give you shit for it. You don't want to be othered in your tight-knit community, but we don't have tight-knit communities. You find other weak retards online and, we have an organization. You have 1 million people scattered around the world that are all complaining weirdos. Where if you had a group of 50 or 100 people, you'd be the one person that thought like that and you'd be shunned and you'd probably break out of it. It's the women, man. It's the women. And this is what happens when you have strong men. Strong men will,
Hey.
No, don't play that fucking shit. Strong men, and this is why we always talk about the dick draft. Strong men straighten out this shit. You rarely will have a strong man with a family and have a woman that doesn't agree and vote alongside her man. And I'm not saying that's not a controlling thing. That's just like a logic. If you have a man who's leading the household, it sets the boat straight. This is why we're adrift. It's because we don't have strong men. So the weak men have allowed this. So I don't know if I posted this a week ago. It's from 1984. I'm just going to read this. It's from George Orwell. And I put feminism is societal cancer. Here's a quote from 1984. Read it again if you haven't read in a while. Orwell says it himself, quote, "It was always the women, and above all the young ones, who were the most bigoted adherents of the party, the swallowers of slogans, the amateur spies. It was always the women, and above all the young ones, who were the most bigoted adherents of the party, the swallowers of slogans, the amateur spies." Indeed. It's always the women. Always the women. Okay, get into a video or two. Let's watch this one because I thought it was funny as shit. Let's laugh a little bit, then we'll get into a couple shit posts. Here we go.
What is something weird about
Here we go.
What is something weird about conservatives?
There is almost a cultish vibe, I feel. That would
Oh my god. Oh, I was not expecting that.
That is an amazing level of delusion. It's impressive, frankly. Very, very impressive.
I like his leftist tears Tumblr from Daily Wire. I think it would have been great if he just like filmed himself in different locations laughing like that the whole day. Like it just cut and he was like laughing and then it just cut to someone like in the bathroom just laughing. Holy shit. You have to watch that if you're just listening. Okay. Do we pick a number? Anyway. Let's go. Positive charisma number 1. This is called Fat Phobia is Insane. I agree. Doesn't exist.
As someone who has a degree that is sociology-esque, I understand how people get to the isms, right? Like, I understand how people become racist and homophobic and transphobic. I obviously don't believe in those things, but I understand how people get there.
Okay, where's this going?
But, like, where my brain be hitting error is the fat phobia. Because, like, what do you mean that you hate somebody because they got some extra rolls on their body?
That's not what it means. That's not fat. That's fatism or sizeism or whatever. Fat phobia is not hating somebody because they got extra rolls on their body. What? I thought you said you understood. Your degree is worthless or whatever your IQ or something, your capacity to think. You hate somebody because they got fat phobia. I don't hate someone. I've never hated anyone because they have fat rolls on their body. I'm like, oh, I hate that person. I don't think they have discipline. I don't know. I don't hate someone because of it. It depends on their attitude, right? It depends on what they're working on. There are a lot of people who are fat that are working their ass off and need some guidance and they care, but they're trying to. It's like, that's a whole different story. And a lot of people are subjected to these toxins because of what we allow, unfortunately, in our tap water and in the food supply. And this is where RFK comes in. I always say it's from the bottom up, but the top down will help. You should ban some of these absolute objective poisons from being used, period. I'm not saying they have to stop making McDonald's, but for fuck's sake, get rid of the vegetable and the seed oils, get rid of all the corn and the monocrop agriculture, and start using tallow. Make your burgers and fries. If you know how much better this shit would be if you actually used tallow? If you actually used, look, sugar is not, you don't want a lot of added sugar, but instead of high fructose corn syrup, they just used sugar. If they used organic cane sugar, it would be better. It would still be bad, but it'd be better than the high fructose corn syrup and the phosphoric acid and shit like that. I mean, it would be an improvement. Anyway.
Like, you hate black people because you feel like they take money from the government. You hate...
What? Whoa, this got out of hand fast. We're talking about fat. You hate people because they got rolls in their skin? Like, you hate black people because they take money from the government? I think anyone that suckles from the government, I'm not a fan of any of that. Maybe temporary unemployment, but people scam the system. Yeah, I think free handouts, I think that's fucking gross. I think it's disgusting. These entitlement programs are just bankrupting our country. It incentivizes victims. It incentivizes people to stay poor. It incentivizes people to not work. Anyway, I don't know where the hell you came with that, but holy shit. That got out of hand fast.
You hate black people because you feel like they take money from the government. You hate gay people because you feel like it goes against the Bible. Like,
what?
Wrong, but I understand how you got there. What is it about fat people existing that bothers you so damn bad?
They're a drain on society. They have no discipline. They don't take care of themselves. They just project gluttony and sloth and laziness. But like I also said, there are factors that I'm not expecting everyone to be an expert in nutrition, but people don't care. I don't think that if you go and you buy whatever food, I don't think that food should have, I don't think the food or the ingredients, I don't think it should be sprayed with glyphosate. I don't think it should be sprayed with atrazine. I don't think high fructose corn syrup should be, allowed in foods. But let me tell you something. Whatever you ban, they're going to find something else. It's the plastic these things are wrapped in. It's the Tupperware. I'm not saying ban Tupperware, but people are still going to use plastic cups. They're still going to buy Poland Spring in those soft, polyethyl, like PET. They're still going to get these garbage plastics and they're still eating plastics and things are wrapped in plastics and microwaves. I'm not saying ban microwaves, but people are still going to do bad things. You can get rid of Glade plugins. You can get rid of all phthalates. There's going to be something else that they create that's synthetic that has to take 30 fucking years for the FDA to be like, maybe we will get rid of that. Anyway, Yeah, it's a drain on our economy. You have fat and unhealthy people that are always sick. Insurance premiums go up. They're less productive in society. And yeah, you know. Anyway. All right. Holy shit. Let's just bang through these and we'll go into overtime. Like 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Feminine hygiene products. Feminine hygiene products.
What's in the box?
Yeah. If this chick wipes herself, she's going to sterilize herself.
With that, here's a gender-inclusive tip.
That's a dude.
Instead of feminine hygiene products, swap it for menstrual hygiene products. And now you're not only including cis women, but also trans men and some non-binary and intersex folks as well.
I don't know what just happened. I'm not going to find out again.
Sell crazy
What
someplace
the fuck
else.
was that?
We're all stocked up here.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
By the time I understood what was happening, it was over. So we'll just pretend like that was a meteor in the sky. Like, oh, you see the comet? Yeah. No, I missed it. It's like, good. This one's called sexual orientation. Moving on.
.org. It's short for virtuous pedophiles. Not virtuous as in they're better than everyone because...
Hold on. I'm going to pause this. Hold on. Veerped? Okay. I need to hear you. Look at okay, first a second. Hold on. Look at her fucking eyes, bro. Look at her eyes.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Look at first off, I don't care what video of mine. You're not going to see my eyes look like that. What the fuck is happening? All right, I don't know where you're going with this. This is from Libs at TikTok, so it can't be good. Let's play it.
.org. It's short for virtuous pedophiles. Not virtuous as in they're better than everyone because they're attracted to children, but virtuous like having moral standards and a sexual orientation that they have no control over, like the
We have a place for broken people like that. It's called the wood chipper, as we like to say on the show, right? Feet first. What holy shit. Every freeze frame is the fucking crazy eyes. Holy shit. Look at that fucking face. I'm telling you, Paul, look at that face.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
All right.
attracted to children, but virtuous like having moral standards and a sexual orientation that they have no control over, like the rest of us. Before you get all worked up.
What the fuck with her eyes, dude? I can't play this. No, feet first, projector. No, not head first. No, see, this is the big mistake that people think with the wood chipper. You don't go head first because it's over. You go feet first so they can experience. Like, you're going to feel that until the head goes in. Okay. It's all right. Catch up. Look at the fucking eyes. Every frame. What in the shit is going on? Yo, that's scary. What in the hell?
Rest of us. Before you get all worked up, I'm talking about pedophilia, not child molestation or rape. Pedophilia is the sexual attraction to children.
We're aware. Did she just separate? Did she try to separate? Did she just... Hold on a second. She just tried to clarify?
Yeah, not child molestation or rape. Pedophilia is the sexual attraction to children.
Pretty sure we knew that. Are you trying... If you're trying to clarify differences, like, no, we're not talking about raping. We're talking about the sexual... Yeah, one comes first, bro. Like, they're slightly related. Just a little related. Yo, every time I freeze this is fucking crazy.
Before you get all worked up, I'm talking about pedophilia, not child molestation or rape. Pedophilia is the sexual attraction to children. It's a paraphilia. There's a link to more information about it in the description. Videos I've made in the past explaining the kind of human diversity and development.
Human diversity and development. Oh my God. See, we're getting into like, all right, the love is love and there's a spectrum. There's a spectrum. Look at the fucking eyes. I cannot freeze this video without her eyes.
Diversity and development. Molestation and rape are different. These are abusive actions that often have nothing to do with attraction. Many child abusers are actually sexually attracted to adults, but they act out on children. Meaning
what is happening here? You know what this is. This is justifying, oh, pedophilia. Oh, that's not bad. You do understand that's the comparison, right? No, they're not raping. No, we're talking about just innocent people that are attracted to children. What? Look at the fucking eyes.
are actually sexually attracted to adults, but they act out on children. Meaning you probably don't object to pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational, but you may loathe child molesters and rapists because they violate people. I personally try not to judge either.
Whoa, you can't end it that. You can't end it like that. Whoa, hold the fuck. This is the worst video I've ever seen in my life. Hold on a second.
Because you're compassionate and rational, but
What?
you may probably don't object to pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational.
I probably don't object to pedophiles because I'm what?
Pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational.
Because I'm compassionate? No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking communist. Toxic compassion. No, I don't object to pedophiles. You probably don't. What do you? Yes, I do. Look at these fucking eyes, dude. I'm sorry if I'm just yelling into the microphone. People listening to the podcast are probably. This is insane. Is this on YouTube? Is this on YouTube? When she showed her videos, were those YouTube? What is this? I am livid right now. I feel like I'm going to vomit.
On children, meaning you probably don't object to pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational.
Oh, I strongly object to pedophiles because I'm rational. Don't ever call me compassionate. Fuck your compassion. We do not need compassion anymore in this country. We do not need that.
You may loathe child molesters and rapists because
I just might loathe child molesters and rapists. You know who else loathes child molesters and rapists? People in prison for murder. You guys know those stories, right? When these people go into like general population, they always get like either raped themselves or they get killed or shanked. Prisoners, the worst of the worst. These people are the worst of prisoners. People in prison, like, they go after these guys because even like the guys who are like gangbangers and like, you know, gangsters and they've killed 5 people, like they have families, like they are the scum of prisons. These are the worst people on the planet. The people that like sexually abuse children, they're the worst of the worst. They're lower than scum in like the tiers of prison. A lot of times they separate them from general population because they get murdered, which is totally fine by me. Okay.
but you may loathe child molesters and rapists because they violate people. I personally try not to judge either.
I love how the video cuts off.
Because they violate people. I personally try not to judge either.
What?
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 People. I personally try not to judge either.
I personally try not to judge either. And you wonder why the Nazis had so many people that were just, because you have these fucking lunatics that are like, yeah, it's the Jews. Load them up on trains. I'll pull the switch. This is the type of person. And then everyone else that's like, oh, everyone thinks this way. And then you have the weak people that just go along with it. But you have psychopaths like this. This person is literally, this is as bad as a child molester. Yo, check the fuck out of her hard drive, right? These are the people that fall in love with prisoners, right? I personally try not to judge either. Oh, I've come to my conclusions already. I'll judge right away.
They violate people. I personally try not to judge either.
I try not to. The judgment's there. The moral framework it's already there. You don't need to judge either. That person's been judged. That's the judge. I personally try not to judge either. I personally try not to judge those that have sexually assaulted and raped children. That's what she just said. That might be the worst. That might be the worst video I've ever seen. Okay, let's move on. We got to do a throwback because I want to cleanse the palate, but we got to go into overtime. So everyone start switching over into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. We're going into OT. Let's give away the Swole card. Before we do, let's do a throwback and then we'll cleanse the palate. We got content to get into.
Really want to try to say there aren't trans kids. Really want to try to say there aren't trans kids.
There aren't.
There aren't cis kids. Okay, you telling your child, oh, you're a boy, you're a girl.
Why are you the way that you are?
You mean brain function?
This is a child. Stay away from my kid. This is a free spirit that has not learned any.
Check
of
this
that
dude's
bullshit.
hard drive.
You force it on them.
Maybe you should see a therapist.
So cisness is the wound. Cisness is the delusion. All right,
I'm down with the cisness. No one wants to hear this, guys. I'm gonna do a cover. New song, Down with the Cisness. Any Disturbed fans out there?
Down with the cisness is the place of pain. Transness is the healing. Transness is the growth.
Down with the cisness. Down with the cisness.
We are fluid. We are 70% water. We are God.
So
God
water
is
is trans.
change. God is trans. We are trans. You are.
Oh,
Matt
shit. I told you keep my cookies. Oh, God. That was... Okay. Buy some more ammo. Good idea. Get some hollow points up in this bitch. Okay. There we go. Swole cards time. And then we're going into OTZ. My kneesies. Here we go. Falcon. Jesus. Christmas. Down with us, ass. I don't want to make that merch because cis is a garbage word. That's a great. Down with the sick gains. Scroll, miss. Oh, we got a winner. Okay. All right. We got a winner here. Today it's Marquise. All right.
Congratulations.
I see you, Chicago. That was from earlier in the show. I know you're spamming the chat now. If I saw you spamming the chat, I wouldn't have given it to you. I wouldn't have awarded it to you. But you won the Swole card, not because of the spam just now, but from earlier. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3059, the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Okie dokie.
Hi, puppy.
All right, Mark, you're in the dick draft. You're going to take that Verped chick. All right? You're going to take the Verped chick, right? You got that, Mark? You're going to take the Verped girl. All right? That's your... You have to. You got to take the crazy eyes. That's the goal. You want this card? You got to go take the crazy eyes. The dick draft is no joke. Fam, you know what time it is. It is time for Otizzle.
Finish him.
All right. Overtime starts right now. Head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat, fam. Now's the time to join. Join us, swolenormousx.com. And we do have the app coming soon. We finished pretty much all the deep linking. We're waiting on some stuff from the menu, some updates to the 7 Pillars Journal. And we'll have some more. I'll have some more updates for myself, at least, and some things for Monday. Hopefully in the next week or two, it should be done. But the hard part has been done. We're just fine-tuning and making sure things are as functional as possible when we launch. I'm not expecting things to be perfect, but I definitely want some of these things up. That way we can move forward. And of course, we're going to continue to update things and adjust. So anyway, join us right now, the Daily Swole Telegram chat. We have overtime. It starts right now. And we do have a brand new Driving While Gaining, fam. If you've never seen a Driving While Gaining, go look at YouTube. We don't post them publicly anymore because I would not have a channel. The Swole Enormous channel would not be available anymore if I posted Driving While Gainings. So we do them privately, all exclusive for members inside Swole TV. When you have the app, you'll have access to Swole TV and all the private live streams, overtime segments, Driving While Gaining. So anyway, brand new Driving While Gaining, instant classic, I promise you. It starts right now. Thanks for being here. Overtime starts in 2 minutos. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Out. Overtime.
Hey. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like.
He's heating up!
Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, wish that I care, but I don't. And I swear, if you want, we can flow. Coming ready for the smoke. Murder, she wrote, but I don't even dare. I got places to go, coming ready for the show. Sacred the goat, we got royal affairs. We gon' win on the low, coming ready for the glow. You taking notes, have a seat, take a chair. You may think